Welcome to DaveTech Finance. In today's video, we will be learning about differences between balance of trade and balance of payment. This video is a part of economics tutorial, so I recommend you to watch all other related videos in the playlist for a better understanding. Now let's start with the differences. But before that, I will like to give you a brief about this whole video. So we are not just considering all the differences, I will be explaining it all with examples, and you'll get to know all the components which will be there involved in balance of trade as well as payment. Other than that, we are talking about economy at national level. So both of these BOP or BOT, they are both financial statements that record transactions of our country with other countries across the world. Thus, it becomes important that we need to know about it. And as you must be aware that India as a country, it trades with many other countries, and the largest trading partners, some of are China, US, Saudi Arab, as well as Korea. So keeping that in mind, let's start with the differences, and I'm sure that at the end of the video, you will be clear about both of these terms. So balance of trade is financial statement that records transactions in terms of import and export of goods or merchandise between the residents of country and rest of world in a given time period, usually 1 year. So the same part between both balance of trade and balance of payment is that it is financial statement that record transactions in terms of import and export. Now the difference which you need to keep in mind is balance of trade deals with recording those transactions which are of goods. So here we are talking about visible items, the physical goods when they are imported and exported and the recording is made, that is referred as balance of trade. But in balance of payment, we are recording transactions relating to goods, services, capital transfer between the resident of country and rest of world, which is same as in balance of trade. So balance of payment, you can understand, is a wider picture. However, balance of trade is a more narrower picture. Balance of trade is a part of balance of payment. So balance of trade is nothing but just a part of balance of trade. So when we are recording transactions which is relating to goods, import and export of goods, that is balance of trade. However, when we are referring to all import and export transactions including goods, services, capital transfer, that is balance of payment. Now you can understand this with an example like, even if you are running a small business, what happens that as a businessman, you record all the purchases from suppliers and you record all the sales made to customers. Now the basic reason why you do that is to check on the available balance with you. What is the profit for your business? In the same way, when country make transactions with other countries across the world, it records all the imports and all the exports to check out the balance in the economy. How much surplus or deficit in which the balance of economy is going, to keep a record of that. Import of goods are recorded on debit side and export of goods are on credit side. So again, it is when it is prepared, you will see that all the imports, all the import of goods, that would be recorded on the debit side. And whenever a country is making import, it is making payment. So there is a cash outflow involved. So we are paying money and then we are importing goods. So this is not good for economy. We should be more reliable on our own production and try to make more exports, so that the available balance in the economy could be in surplus. But however, when import of goods happens, we are making cash outflow. Cash is going out from our economy, and that is recorded on debit side. And whenever we are making export of goods, which means that we are transferring good from our country to another country, so that would be recorded on credit side. So export of good is a source of cash inflow. So cash will be coming into our economy whenever we are making exports. So the difference is that when we are talking about balance of trade, we will be recording on debit and credit side import and export of goods, visible items or physical goods. But Again, when we are talking about balance of payment, we will record all the import and payments on debit side, while all the export and receipt will be recorded on credit side. So here we are considering all the import and payments made. So as we saw that services and capital transfers are also included. So that is recorded on debit side, whatever payments is being made. And export, from where we are receiving money, where cash inflow is happening, so that will be recorded on credit side. And again, I am mentioning it that balance of trade is nothing but a component of balance of payment. So balance of payment is what we need to consider more to get a realistic picture of the economy. Now let's see. Balance of trade can be favorable, unfavorable, or balanced. So when total value of good exported is more than total value of goods imported, it will be surplus balance of trade. So whatever you are exporting, the value of that is more than whatever you are importing from another country. So your economy will be running, the balance will be running in favorable terms. Again, it will be unfavorable when there will be deficit in balance of trade. So this will be in condition when total value of good exported will be less than total value of good imported. So total value of good imported will be more. So that will be unfavorable or deficit in balance of trade. But when we are talking about balanced BOT, or what we also call as equilibrium of balance of trade, so that is when export and import are equal. So whatever exports has been made and whatever imports has been made in the country, so the value of both is equal, then there will be balanced or equilibrium in balance of trade. Now, when we talk about balance of payment, both the receipts and payment sides tallies. So here we saw that it can be in deficit, surplus, what we also call as unfavorable, favorable, or balanced. But whenever we are talking about balance of payment, both the sides, either the receipt side or the payment side, that is tallied. So it is created as balanced. It is balanced, or it is tallied. Now, why does this happen? So receipt and payments account prepared under balance of payment is on the basis of double entry system. So suppose if there is any deficit in balance of payment, so that would be financed by drawing foreign reserve or selling gold. Now, if there will be any surplus in balance of payment, so the excess money will be transferred to foreign reserve or by purchasing gold. So this is how a balance is made, and both the side is made to tally. So it will always be equal. The thing you need to remember is that both the receipt and payment side will be equal, because any deficit or surplus is covered by drawing foreign reserves or transferring excess amount to foreign reserve, and by gold reserves. So this is how it is managed, and it is made equal or tallied. Now, balance of trade is a component of current account of balance of payment. So I already mentioned that balance of trade is nothing but a component of balance of payment. So, okay, you need to consider this current account and capital account. So there are two things which are included in balance of payment. When we are talking about balance of trade, so it is a part of current account of balance of payment. Now, current account is that account which records imports and exports of goods, services, and unilateral transfer. So, unilateral transfer could be gift, donation, etc. So, whenever all these are recorded in current account of balance of payment. And since I mentioned goods, and we know that balance of trade is import and export of goods, so balance of trade is a part of current account of balance of payment. Now, for balance of payment, it consists of both current account and capital account. So in current account, we talked that it includes goods, it includes services, it includes unilateral transfer. Okay, what all could be services? So it could be any transportation business, any insurance services, any banking services provided, any investment made, or it could be travel and tourism. So all these services are also mentioned there in current account of balance of payment. and we talked about the transfer payments in form of gifts and donations. That also comes under current account. But you can see that in balance of payment, there is not just current account, it also consists of capital account. So capital account is whenever the investment is made in shares, real estate, bonds, long-term loans of another country. So investment by an individual of one country to another country, or by government bodies or corporates. So all those things, including the gold and foreign exchange, so all those things will come under capital account. Now, current account and capital account are both part of balance of payment, and balance of trade is a part of current account of balance of payment. So you need to understand it in a more clear way. Balance of trade gives a partial view of country's economic status. So we saw that balance of trade is about import and exports of goods, recording only those transactions. So it gives a partial view. However, balance of payment gives a more realistic picture of economic position of the country, because it shows all the services, goods, as well as transfers happening between one country and another. So all import and exports within a given period of time. Now, balance of trade is a narrower concept. However, balance of payment is a more wider concept covering all these goods, services, and transfers. So we already mentioned it many times. It does not record transactions of capital nature. So here we talked about current account and capital account. So we saw that balance of payment is about current account, balance of trade is about current account of balance of payment. So it does not record any capital transactions. However, balance of payment records both current as well as capital nature transactions. Now let's talk about types of balance of trade. So we already mentioned this favorable, unfavorable, equilibrium, but to make it more clear and so that you can memorize it, you can see over here. So total value of good exported, when it is more than total value of goods imported, it will be a favorable balance of trade. Because whenever a country is making exports, it is getting receipt, it is getting cash inflow. However, whenever country is making imports, it is making payment and it is a source of cash outflow. So cash inflow, whenever it is more than cash outflow, it will be favorable balance of trade. In the same way, when total value of good exported will be less than total value of good imported, it will be unfavorable balance of trade, because cash inflow will be less than cash outflows. When total value of good exported will be equal to total value of good imported, so that will be referred as equilibrium balance of trade, or what we also called as balanced balance of trade. Now there is a note you need to consider. This also I already mentioned, but again to make you memorize it. Balance of payment is always balanced. So when we are talking about balance of trade, we saw this favorable, unfavorable, and equilibrium. But when in balance of payment any such condition happens, both debit and credit side is made to tally by making some changes in the foreign reserve and the gold reserves. So this is how balance of payment is always balanced and it is made to tally. So, you don't need to consider deficit, surplus, favorable, unfavorable when we are talking about balance of payment. Thank you for watching. I hope this video was useful. Do like and share my videos. Subscribe to my channel, DevTech Finance. Thank you all.